Lately, I have just been feeling uninspired by my wardrobe. Like, I just look at it and I can't come up with anything new to wear. I feel like I've worn everything about 500 times and I'm sick of it. So if you also feel sick of your wardrobe, I suggest trying to recreate Pinterest outfits, which is what I'm doing today. Doing this always ends up giving me totally new, unique outfit ideas that I never would have put together on my own. So I'm really excited to get inspired for fall fashion and hopefully give you guys some inspiration too. Let's get started. Alright, we're starting off strong with probably the most out there look in the whole video, and it is this iconic street style shot, the huge poofy pink dress layered with printed baggy pants, and to top it all off, the cute little crocheted bucket hat. So for my version, we are starting with my own little poofy puff sleeve dress, this yellow one I made myself, and then on the bottom, my own funky baggy printed pants. I also have this pink bucket hat on top, black loafers, and to top it all off, this pink ruffly tote bag. Okay, I know this outfit inspo was very out there. This outfit is quite out there, but I honestly think it works better than I expected it to. Like, I actually love this. I made this dress forever ago, and as you may know from other videos, the dress really is just too short, but I actually think that makes it perfect to pair with pants underneath. I love how the pink hat and bag both match the pink florals in the dress, and the bag really brings in that pink ruffly vibe of the original outfit. Also, the hat, dress, and pants all have florals on them. We love continuity, we love a motif. Yeah, this would definitely probably take me a little bravery to wear outside, but like, I actually really love this. Okay, next up we have a runway look, and I have been so into this look of a button-up dress worn half unbuttoned with something else on the bottom, and I love it here with the fun baggy pants and then the structured crop tank top layered on top. So for my look, I have this button-up dress. I have been thrift hunting for something like this forever, and I finally just recently found this one. Then for the layering on top, we have this structured tank, and for the bottom, the same funky printed pants. And finally, for shoes to match the pointy, shiny boots of the Inspo pic, I have my own white pointy boots. So here is my complete look. I will say I wish the dress and the tank top weren't the same color because I love the contrast of the inspo pic, but I still think this looks so cool and it kind of makes it all look like one structured jacket piece. The pants are also such a great bold contrast, and then I love how the white boots contrast with the pants and the black elements, but because the pants have black and white in them, it still all blends really seamlessly. I also love that this look is like so unique but made up of really common clothing items. A crop top, some wide leg pants, even like a solid neutral pant would look so chic styled like this, and then a button-up dress. Okay, this next look is kind of a similar inspiration. We have another structured tank top over the button-up, but this time it's a shirt, not a dress, and then the baggy pants are tucked into some tall boots. So for my look, I decided to use this white button-up, which also has poofy sleeves, like our reference outfit, and the same structured crop tank top layered over. Then for the bottom, we have these other funky baggy printed pants, gotta switch it up, and these taller black boots. Oh, and then a black shoulder bag too, because she has one. I am actually obsessed with this look. I did not know how I was gonna feel about the tucked in pants, but I think this looks so cool, so stylish, so fashiony. It's almost like a more creative modern take on like equestrian chic, which isn't even a look I'm really into, but I love this more inspired take. It's also giving me pirate vibes, which like, isn't it everyone's dream to just walk around the earth emanating a little bit of pirate energy? Yeah, I love this. I also feel a little shy to actually wear this out because, I don't know, it just seems so bold, but I really, really like it. Okay, here is our next look. The volume, the structure, the big collar, the half open button up dress again. I love literally everything about this. So for my own look, I have my button up dress again, and then underneath, I don't have a full dress, but we have this oversized collar blouse on top, and then the black and white ruffle hem midi skirt on the bottom. Then to give a little more of that drama and structure that's in the original look, we have this harness over the top, and of course, loafers and my small black purse to top it all off. I freaking love this look. It doesn't capture all the elements I love about the inspo look, but that's like one of the fun things about these recreating Pinterest outfits challenges is you can end up creating whole new looks. This is sort of giving me like historical witch vibes, which I am partial to. And I also love that the base here is more historical, vintage inspired pieces, but then we're adding some edge and modernity with the harness. I cannot wait to wear this fall. This is a perfect, like, looking at the turning leaves through the mist at dusk on a spooky October evening with a chill in the air look. To me, that's what I'm envisioning. Alright, so our next inspo pick is not even actually a full outfit, but I love the little details of the headscarf, lacy collar, and sunglasses that are highlighted in this look, so I wanted to recreate that. For my own look, like the reference photo, I'm starting with jeans and a blue cardigan, and then using that same oversized collar blouse. Then for the accessories, we have this colorful graphic headscarf and my cat eye sunglasses to complete the look. Oh, and then I just chose black boots for shoes. And here is our completed look. Honestly, I will say right now, I think that this would look better with either a different cut of pants or a different shoe. Something about the bottom half of this is just not quite clicking for me, but imagine it with like a ballet flat pump instead for like a really cute 50s, 60s vibe. Anyway, what I do love about this look is how such a simple outfit can be transformed by just a couple simple accessories. Like, it's so easy to go thrift a little scarf and some sunglasses, and then boom, any outfit becomes the chicest old Hollywood look. Okay, for our next outfit, we have another runway look, and what I was really drawn to about this was the combination of the blazer, the big chunky belt, and the oversized ruffly collar. So those are the elements we're recreating here. So first, obviously, my ruffle collar blouse once more, and then my blue and gray houndstooth plaid blazer, a very similar pattern to the reference photo. And instead of the brown blazer and blue belt, we have a blue blazer and this big chunky brown belt. For the rest, I improvised, so I just went with my black miniskirt, loafers, and white tights on the bottom. Here is the finished product. I love this outfit. I think it is so fun and like statement making, but still wearable. Like, it's a blazer, a collared shirt, and a miniskirt. That's a super normal, pretty comfortable, wearable outfit, but this version is so fun and unique. It's also kind of giving me like medieval jester vibes, I think, just because of the ruffly collar and the tights. Like, I feel like I'm about to do some mischief, some tomfoolery. Catch me this fall wearing this outfit, getting up to some rapscallion activities. Next up, we have another blazer moment, and what I love about this look is the oversized blazer with a fitted jacket or vest inside, and then the tie inside of that. So we're gonna try to recreate those tailored elements, but also mix in some feminine contrast. I only own one blazer, which is this one again, one vest, which is brown suede, and one tie, which has a yellow tulip print. So those are the three pieces I used. Didn't know if that was going to work out, but we went with it. Then on the bottom, I kept the same black skirt to add in that more casual feminine feel, but also kept the loafers to match the tailored academic vibe. I am also absolutely in love with this outfit, and also honestly surprised the colors of my one blazer, one vest, and one tie blend so well together, but I think they really do. I also think the suede adds a little unexpected twist to this very sort of professional tailored type look and makes it a little more casual, which I love. And I think it's quite cool how this outfit and the last one both used this blazer and black miniskirt and the same shoes, but they're completely different styles and looks. It really goes to show just how much versatility there can be even within a small group of pieces. I would also love to wear this outfit out. I'm a little intimidated to wear ties out in the world because, I don't know, I don't think I've ever actually seen a woman wearing a tie anywhere in the real world myself, but I love this, so be the woman wearing a tie you wish to see in the world. Alright, next up, we're paring it back. We're going super simple with this all black look. What I love about this outfit is the sort of oversized yet streamlined silhouette of the baggy sweater with the mini skirt, and the beret and knee socks are so cute. It just gives me such a cool sort of 60s beatnik vibe. For my own look, I pulled out my oversized black sweater and kept with that same black mini skirt again, added my own black beret and ankle boots, and then I don't have white knee socks, so I went with white tights, plus my own black crossbody bag to match hers. As expected, this look is very cool yet very wearable, super chic, super cute, perfect for fall. I love how I feel in this outfit. The silhouette of a big baggy top with a mini bottom is so fun, and yeah, I love how 60s this feels, but then the color palette makes it a little more subdued and modern. I mean, I love a cute colorful 60s look too, but I think if you want like a 60s inspired look that doesn't feel twee-ish, all black is a great middle ground. I would definitely wear this out, and in fact, I probably will this fall. All right, next up we have another designer look, and I wanted to use this one because I have a pink jacket I never know how to wear, but I love how this one looks worn closed and cropped or tucked in, so that's what we're recreating here. So for my own look, here's the jacket, and then we have a black midi skirt on the bottom with a little ruffle detail, Doc Martens to mirror her lace-up combat boots, and the oversized white color shirt again to go under because that's my ruffliest white shirt, but any white blouse would work. You don't need the oversized collar for this one. Oh, and a black belt, like the models. And here is my recreation. This one, I gotta say, is really a testament to the value of certain specific garments, because when the garments are special enough, the look simply can't be recreated. That's my way of saying I don't think this look quite worked. I like the idea of tucking in the jacket. It's very thin and lightweight, but in execution, I feel like it just didn't quite work. I don't know if it's too baggy, or maybe with a different shirt underneath, a different bottom. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think, how you might change up this outfit or style this jacket in a different way. I mean, I don't think it looks bad, but it's just not giving what the inspo pic is giving, you know? But yeah, please give me your styling tips for this jacket. Alright, this next inspo pic is super simple. It's barely an outfit, but I just love even the little styling choices of this look. The shoes, the earring, the bag. I mean, this video is focused on fall outfits, but let's just say this one is for the hot summer weather type fall days. For my own look, I pulled out my fish printed sundress. Also, I have a whole video making this dress, by the way. If you're interested, you can watch it right here. Then for shoes, I don't have any like delicate strappy kitten heels, so instead I did my low kitten heel ballet flats and then some ribbons to tie around my ankles for the strappy element. I also added my woven straw bag to match hers, and she has these large circular earrings, so I went with large hoops. And here is the finished look. I even put my hair in a sleek low ponytail to really commit to the inspiration. I mean, this is pretty much what you'd expect. Simple, cute, understated, chic summer vibes. What's not to love? Actually, the one thing I don't love is how in my inspo pic, the look seems very elongating, but because I have the shorter hem and then these thick ribbons around the ankles, I do think this cuts me off a bit. I love the ribbons in general, but I think this particular look would probably be better without them. Overall though, a really simple, beautiful, but super easy look. Alright, this next look I have been so in love with since I saw it. It has truly been living in my brain rent-free. I just love the sort of neutral traditional dress and sweater with these very modern pops of color in the hat and socks. It's just so striking and unexpected, and I love it so much. For my own look, I'm wearing my white vintage nightgown, my tan cardigan, and I even have my own bright blue beanie. Then instead of red socks with black shoes, I have my little red shoes and then a black bag and black sunglasses. Oh, and I'm also wearing this printed midi skirt under the nightgown because it's kind of transparent. I absolutely love this outfit. I feel like it definitely captures the energy of the original, and part of what I loved about the original was the specific color palette, so I love that I could recreate that too. Feeling extremely cool, unique, funky, fresh in this look. What more could you want? I also decided to button the cardigan in the front just because I liked the silhouette that created better. So if you're ever doing this and you're like, ugh, why don't I like this as much on me as in the picture? Don't be afraid to change things up in a way that suits you more. That's what fashion is all about. Our final look consists of this little lacy white slip dress with a white button up and touches of red. The little red accents and straw bag just make it so sweet and classic, so we're recreating all of that. For my own look, I have this lacy white slip, and because of the transparent panels, we also have white shorts and a white bralette to layer underneath. I also have my white button up, my own straw bag, and of course, my little red shoes again. Once again, I love this look, and I will definitely be wearing this out this fall too. I mean, this is pretty summery, I guess, but I still think it's really cute for like early fall, plus it would be really easy to change up with a different bag or shoes for different seasons. This one also feels super wearable to me. I feel like people who are not comfortable with some of the other super bold, standout looks in this video might be comfortable wearing this, and yeah, it's so easy but so sweet and cute. I love it. Alright everyone, please let me know in the comments your favorite look in this video, what's been inspiring you lately, be it on Pinterest or anywhere else. Oh, also, don't forget to leave any styling suggestions you have for that pink jacket, and let me know if you want another one of these videos for late fall or winter, because I already have a bunch more outfits saved up. I think if you enjoyed this video, you'll also get a lot out of my 20 back-to-school outfits for cool, artsy, weird girls video, so you can watch that right here if you want. Oh, and I heard if you watch another video, send a video to a friend who you think might enjoy it, or an enemy, whichever one you find appropriate, and or subscribe to the channel. Your Pinterest feed will give you endless great inspiration.